On occasion, I will have a beer. Today happens to be one of those occasions. I said if I go to Mexican restaurants, I'll drink a beer, and that will be my occasion. But when I go and I get mucho grande cerveza, oh my God, it's just been so long. That is so wonderful. Let me do that again. That's the Modelo Negra. And I'll be honest with you, it could have been just probably any beer, and it would have been absolutely fantastic. Hey everybody, welcome back to Best Food Review Road Trip. We are in the Tri-City area of Washington, loving the weather. Amy got us this great campsite. It's right in the harbor, right on a lake. We've been able to really enjoy our time here. But today is Taco Tuesday. We decided to come in town, check out a place called La Chapala. It's kind of in an industrial area of town, so it's kind of noisy. Who knows, it might be a diamond in the rough. Let's go check it out.
Walking into this restaurant is a classic Mexican food restaurant. It's what we were really looking for in town because we like the comfortable booths. The decor is nice. It's very clean. The music is festive and just at the right volume. And the menu is what you would expect. And if you've been following our channel, you know we love Mexican food. So there's tons of options on here. Super excited to dig in. But first, we decided we couldn't have Taco Tuesday without a beer. I know. It's like when you're going to go back, go big. This is Dos Equis Amber. I think I like it better with a little hint of lime. Much better.
First sign of a good Mexican restaurant is complimentary chips and salsa. So let's get a little bit of that going on here. This salsa looks pretty good. It looks like it's got a lot of jalapenos in there. It's not too runny, but it's not too thick. I don't know. It's good Mexican restaurant general salsa. It tastes really good, but the liquid is hot and it burns the back of your throat. I love that. Ooh, that's a little hot. A little spicy. I think I need a drink. On occasion, I will have a beer. Today happens to be one of those occasions. I said if I go to Mexican restaurants, I'll drink a beer, and that will be my occasion. But when I go and I get mucho grande cerveza, oh my God. It's just been so long. That is so wonderful. Let me do that again. That's the Modelo Negra. And I'll be honest with you, it could have been just probably any beer, and it would have been absolutely fantastic.
Look how many chips they gave us. Now, we bring up the fact that these are complimentary because we actually have been to a couple restaurants where they charged us for chips and salsa if we wanted them. I'm like, what the hey? This is good. It is kind of spicy, but it should be. I don't come to a Mexican restaurant to get like mild salsa. This is the chimichanga marina. And what that is a chimichanga is like a deep fried burrito. And this particular one is going to be full of seafood, shrimp and crab. Let's take a look at it. I bet this is so hot. It's hard to see the individual components in there, but it looks really, really delicious. I like the texture already of that crust, and then of course rice and beans. Now I prefer to get black beans. I forgot to ask if they offer those as a substitution because they never offered them. I'm gonna just go ahead and try these, see if they taste like that brown bean goo. Mostly it's like lard and beans. Love me some lard. The rice here. Tastes like standard beans and rice. Paul actually likes to stir them up together. I wonder if he'll do that on his own dish too. Okay, let's go ahead and try to get a bite of this. I didn't want to eat it right away because I'm afraid it's going to be super hot. There's a lot of cheese on this. Let's get a bite. Hot.
Should have taken a smaller bite.
I couldn't make it smaller. That has a really good flavor. If you like seafood mixed with Mexican flavors, there's a rich tomato flavor in the sauce that they put in it, and then with all that cheese, it's really, really decadent. I like this. Sometimes I've ordered this type of enchilada and they smother it in a white cheese sauce I'm not as crazy about. This is really good. This comes with guacamole and a lot of sour cream. Paul will love that.
I got something I've never tried before. In fact, I've never seen it before. But I love me some carne. Check this out. It's called carne tempequina. And it's got like pieces of steak. It's got like these pieces of jalapeno cut up in here. It's got this jalapeno sauce that's on there. It looks fantastic. It also comes with, rice goo or bean goo and rice. Like Amy said, I will be mixing that up. Now, I like to have texture with my Mexican food. I'm a chip fan, so I'm gonna start off with the beans and rice with the chip and just see if it's any good. I'm sure it is. I don't think I've ever had refried beans and rice that I didn't like, to be honest with you. A little salty actually, but it tastes like what you would expect. Now I'm gonna try this carne here. Check this out. This looks delicious. Ooh, these chips are so crunchy. It's falling apart. All right. There it is. A little messy. Wow. That has a flavor I've never had in Mexican food before. That is fantastic. It's almost like a gravy, like a Mexican gravy. Yeah, it actually is. If you look at it, see, it's kind of like a gravy like consistency to it. It's fantastic. Actually, it's really, really, really good. One more bite. Well, let me try, actually, these jalapenos. Let's see if they're hot jalapenos. No, but they're got a lot of flavor. They're really good. And you know what? I still got my cerveza.
I'm gonna eat this like a civilized person with a utensil until I try to get that in my mouth. That has got some heat to it. Holy moly. And it's not mole. It's ole. Oh my goodness. That beef is so tender. And that gravy, it's spicy but rich. I love it. What a nice dish. And I'm glad we got to try it here because we've never had it before.
Dip that chip in the gravy and try that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, get it with the crunch
Just
on it.
some gravy. Okay. So Paul says the texture. I should try this. It's nice. Ooh.
Amy said it was hot, and she took a big bite and it burned her mouth, and that's a pretty huge bite. But it's been a minute. It won't be so hot. Let's see. If you guys were here, I'd let you try them both. They are so different. This chimichanga is like on a complete different taste spectrum than that is. It's amazing, actually. Kind of cool to go back and forth. It's really delicious. Everything here tastes like it's like really fresh and really authentic. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you guys, when we ordered this food, it was out within like 5-6 minutes. Now, granted, there isn't hardly anybody here, but still, that's pretty amazing. Anyway, I got to jump on this and eat it while it's still hot. We'll see you in a minute. So what did we think of El Chapala's Mexican restaurant? We loved it. It was so good. I mean, the food that I had, I'd never even had that before or anything like it. It was just like all these new flavors. The service was great. We were sat quickly. Our food came quickly. The ambiance is exactly what you would expect at a Mexican restaurant. Everything was comfortable. It was all good. The prices were what we would expect them to be. It was just, guys, it's a typical Mexican taqueria with fantastic flavors. If you guys like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, but most importantly, shoot us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear any recommendations, or maybe just, hey, what could we do to make the video better? We would also like to encourage you to reach out to your local food bank or food shelter. Maybe give what you can, whether it's time, money, or food. I'm sure it's all appreciated. It's really great for your local community. It makes you feel good too. So until next time, guys, stay classy.